Complete Shopify tutorial for beginners in 2019, how to create a profitable Shopify store from scratch, step by step. Let's get straight into it. So step number one is it takes time, okay? Shopify offer a 14-day free trial, which is fantastic, okay? But it's important that you understand that this takes time, all right? You need to understand that good things happen in time. You will achieve success, but don't be worried if you don't achieve it tomorrow, if in a week, if in a month. It takes time. You're going to build up your skills, you're going to build up knowledge, and you're going to achieve the goal that you want to achieve long term, okay? So that leads to the second part of never giving up, okay? We've heard this a million times, but it really does just say it for itself. Just never give up, and whatever that may be, okay? No matter how much you are busy in your life, don't ever just push it to the side. Just keep at it, okay? There are millions of people that are achieving success that are just like you, just like me, that are making money online, and you can do the exact same, okay? We're all the same. So never give up. Don't be worried by other people's success, where they're at in their journey. They went through the same part as you. Most people fail in business because they simply just they try it, they see it doesn't get instantaneous results, and they give up, okay? There's nothing in life that is good in life that comes easily. Think of everything in life that you've achieved that you're proud of, and it took a lot of devotion, and it's the same with this, okay? And always, please just focus on the long term, all right? If you want to build a business, okay, a real long-term business that's going to provide you stability of income so that you can travel the world, be with your family, live life how you wish to live it, then focus on the long term. The short term is going to be painful. It's going to be arduous. It's going to be difficult. But long term, you're going to build skills. You're going to build knowledge. You're going to build your own store, your own business that's going to consistently allow you to make money online from anywhere in the world and live the life of your dreams, okay? So it is important that you focus on the long term, because focusing on the long term, you will always win, okay, guys? So those are the three pillars. Let's start getting into the actual value of this actual training. Step number one, make a Shopify store, okay? This is really easy, and I'm just going to show you exactly how we can do that right now. All right, lovely. So I'm just at shopify.com, and you just click create a store. Comes up with a screen like this. Put in your email address, put in a password, and you put in the name of a store. In this case, I'm going to be mimicking a store called blendjet.com, and I'm making a similar store called Blend for Life. All right, so let's go and create a store. And it's going to take us usually through a couple of questions. Okay, and it's going to initiate your store. Just takes a moment. Pretty easy process. They pretty much get you up and running. You don't need to put your credit card or anything in. It is a very, very seamless way to get started. You know, you choose what industry. I'm just playing around. $0. And we go next, you know, and then you put in your details of your business. I'm just going to quickly pause the video and put this information in now. All right, lovely. So I've just put in some details into the store. Okay, it then verifies your details just for a moment. Obviously, you want to put in correct details based on your own individual stuff. And now you have successfully made a Shopify store, okay? It is that easy. You have now made a Shopify store. It will get you to verify your email address, so it'll just send an email to your designated email address. Just verify it, and then you're good to go there. So that's how you can get started with a Shopify store. Let's move on to the next step. Okay, wonderful. So now that we have our store set up, we have a number of different options here. We have the home, which is just going to give you, to their blogs, various recommendations. For the most part, you won't need to be worried by that. You got your orders tab, which is where you're going to get all your orders in, okay? And so all your orders are going to go there. Drafts, don't worry about drafts. Abandoned checkouts are when someone goes to the checkout and doesn't purchase. That will happen, but you can have a look at them there. This is where we're going to import products. I'm going to show you that in one of the upcoming steps. You got transfers. For dropshipping, we don't worry about transfers. Inventory, we're not worried about inventory. Collections, we don't really worry about collections because we're only importing one product in this case, and I'll show you it in a moment. And gift cards, don't worry about gift cards because you'll need to be on a higher tier plan, and we're not after that at this stage. Okay, the customers tab is going to tell you all about customers that have either purchased from you or subscribed to your newsletter, some form of information that you have gotten from someone out in the World Wide Web. Okay, and they're all classified as customers. Okay, not all of them have to have purchased to be classified as this, but you can have a look here and you can see all their details. Okay, analytics is very important. The two main tabs that you're after will be the dashboards and live view, because under the dashboard here you can see your total sales for the day, you know, number of products sold by the different sources, being like Facebook, Google, Instagram. Okay, you can get a really good overview of your average order value, your total orders, people that have come back and purchased from you again, your total online sessions, and your conversion rate. Your conversion rate is really important because it can help you to determine how well your store is actually going. Okay, so that's really important to have a look at that to try and troubleshoot issues. Okay, because it's you want to set up your store as what's known as it's a funnel. So people go from your ad through to your store, through to checkout, and you want to try and see where people, like why someone isn't buying it or going to a certain point. Okay, it can help you to isolate and determine problems. Your live view is just purely just an overview. They have the amount of visitors, your orders, total sessions, your total orders for the day, and your total sales for that day as well. And you can see it live view here as well. It's pretty exciting. Marketing, don't even be worried by that. It's not really useful. Discounts is where you can make unique discounts, and I'm going to show you how to do a couple in a moment. Really simple, really easy. Apps is where we have default apps. We're going to be installing Oberlo dropshipping app. Okay, it is allows us to import products from Aliexpress and put them on our store. Really simple, really easy. I'll be showing you a few of those apps very soon to get started there. Okay. Then you got your online store, which is classified as a sales channel because it's what allows people to see who and what you're about. Okay. So by default, it installs a theme called Debut. I don't use Debut. I'm going to show you another theme called Debutify briefly in a moment that allows you to do 95% of the work completely for free in just a moment or so. Okay. But we'll get to that in a moment. I just wanted to explain it. Blog posts is if you're running a blog. Blogs are really good, but up front for us, we're not going to be doing a blog today, so we're going to skip over that. But if you want to build with long term, you'll want to look at something like a blog. It'll help you to bring in people and build more trust. Okay, depending on the type of niche you're in, determines the types of blogs. But blogs are very powerful ways of building trust and getting customers to your store as well. Pages is really important, so we are going to set up some pages. Okay, so the pages that we're going to set up by default, we're going to set up a contact us page. Okay, and we can choose this page contact because that's a template. So now that's set up a contact us page, and that's all you need to do. And if we go and have a look at view online store, now it's set up a form where someone can actually contact us and it's connected to our email. Okay, and I'll show you how to set that up very briefly. All right, and then we have, usually you want to make an About Us page. Okay, About Us is really important as well. Okay, I have templates on this and I'll link it down below that can help you to get started with that. So I'm not going to put that in here right now, but the About Us is just telling who and what you're about, okay, as a business. So have a think about the type of business that you're in, the type of customer you're aiming for, and it allows you to then set up your About Us page. Make sure that you set it up as a page, not a contact page. Okay, so those are two important pages. The final page you want to get started with is an FAQs page, and I also will be linking this down below. So frequently asked questions. Okay, and I'll actually get up my template now and I'll show you how to copy and paste it in. All right, lovely. So I've got up my template here, and again, this will be down below, so I recommend that you get it. So I added also my About Us here as well. So you can actually copy this. Okay, if we go back, Oops, sorry, I will save this. Okay, if we go back, we go to the About Us. All I recommend you do is copy that in, okay, and change it where it has store name, change it to your store name, and add a little bit of your own unique feel to it, okay? And then you go save. All right, and if we go view page now, we can see we've got an About Us page, all right? And I'm going to show you how to add that in a moment, but you've also got my FAQs, okay, which is here. You also have a shipping delivery page, which I do recommend that you add as well. So just make another page, shipping and delivery. But we've got our FAQs here as well. So the FAQs is to answer common questions that you may get. And this is going to help build more trust with customers coming to your website. And you can just paste that in and you're done. All right. And I use this quite a lot to sort of outline my dropshipping time. 7 to 15 business days, 12 to 20 days. You just want to be honest and transparent with people because then you're not going to have issues with frustrating customers down the line. All right. So that's pretty much what you want to do there. Those are your main 3 pages that you want to set up. Okay. About Us, frequently asked questions, and contact us, which leads me to your navigation. Okay. So now we can set these up in our navigation, and it's really quite easy. So we've got add menu items, and we can just click down here and we can go pages, and we can go About Us. We can add our contact us. Did I add that already? Sorry. No, I didn't. Good. And then we got our frequently asked questions. Add them into your main menu because you want customers to see that, you know, who you are, a contact option, okay, as well as a frequently asked questions. Additionally as well, then we want to add these into the footer because various services require us to have these, as well as, again, customers look for it and it builds more trust. And it only takes us a moment to do, and then we're good to go. So let's add these in. All right, lovely. Now in the footer as well, you also want to add, you have policies. Okay, we don't have any right now, but I'm going to show you how to make them. So your terms of service, your privacy policy, and your refund policy, add those there. Very standard, okay? And it, again, just builds trust with your customer. All right, so your domains we're going to get into. I'm going to show you that in a moment, where I buy domains, and, you know, sort of how you can go and buy one. It's very, very easy to do. And I actually recommend for most people that you just buy the domain through Shopify. You can use various other services, but I generally recommend starting and buying it through Shopify because then it's all connected. It's all very quick. It's all very easy. Then also we've got our preferences, and we'll go over a bit more of this over time. You got your homepage title and your meta description. So our store is called Blend for Life, sorry. Blend for Life. So this helps people to find your business through search engines like Google or Bing or Yahoo, where they can try and find your business. So the healthiest and fastest way to a better you. Okay, and you just want to put something in here. Blend for Life again. Okay, free shipping worldwide, 24/7 customer service. Our success is your success. Okay, so we just save that. All right, and now we've got that set up. Google Analytics, we're not going to go into that right now. I'm going to show you how to install your Facebook pixel in a further step, and we're not going to be worried by this because we're not on a paid plan right now. We're not worried by that. All right, so let's go into the settings. Okay, so we've got general. Okay, so your store name, you can change it here. And remember how I said your contact us page? Okay, your contact us page will send the email to the email that is the customer email. So whatever that may be. So I would recommend for whatever business name that you go with, let's say it was Blend for Life, you would make an email support@Blend for Life, or customer service@Blend for Life, or hello. It doesn't really matter, but just Choose one of those and it'll send it to the name of your business. The legal name of your business, obviously, as you start to build a real long-term business, you'll want to add in all this legitimate info, but that's all just completely personalized to yourself. Make sure your time zone is where you're actually situated. I'm from near Melbourne in Australia, so that's why I've chosen that. And my store currency is in AUD. I do recommend most people changing it to USD. That is the standard, so just change that to USD. Okay, now if we go back from settings and we go to payment providers, I wanted to talk a little bit about payment providers. Okay, so you got PayPal. You should always set up PayPal. Okay, I recommend going to PayPal business account. Okay, because you don't want to set up a PayPal personal account and try and make it into a business account. It's a real headache. You don't want that. Just make sure you set up your PayPal, whether it's your Gmail, whether it's your blend support at blendforlife.com, whatever, that you set up a PayPal business account. This is really important, not for you, for the business. And you sign up, follow the details, and set up that PayPal. Okay, because then it's set up 100% for business from the beginning so that you can accept payments properly. All right, now, then what you want to do is you complete the account setup. So it's just going to ask you to put in your username and password for that account, and that'll connect PayPal. Now, for your other one, for your credit cards and stuff, you can use Shopify payments. And I recommend for most beginners to start with Shopify payments. You can also use Stripe, depending on where you're in the world, to checkout. There's a lot of different other providers out there. But I recommend for most people, if you have it, Shopify payments is the best way to go because it's cheaper for us when we get a transaction, as well as it's all integrated. So it's going to save you a lot of time, a lot of money. Okay, so you just complete the account setup. It's going to ask you for your bank account details so that it can debit the money that you make from sales into that designated account. Okay, so that's what I recommend you can do there. You can add alternatives as well, depending as where you're from in the world. So that's up to you. Like, for instance, a lot of people know like Afterpay. If you're from Australia, Afterpay, as well as around the world, Afterpay is quite popular. Paying installments as an example. All right, but that's what you want to do there. Really simple, really easy. Checkout. Okay, we want to change a couple of settings for our checkout. So we want to make it so that our shipping number is required, and this will make sense once we get up to using an app known as SMS Bump. Okay, we want to pre-select the sign-in option, and we go save. All right, so we can capture their email address and remarket to them accordingly. Shipping we want to set up. This is really important. So you want to go into your shipping, you go manage rates, and by default it'll have a default rate here based on the country. So I'm going to delete Australia. Okay, and we're just going to look at rest of the world. Okay, we're going to edit zone and see how it's got rest of the world. That means just the entire world. Okay, so I'm just going to tick this again. All right, beautiful. So now we can add a rate. So generally I add 2 rates. I charge shipping. Okay, so standard shipping, and you want the cost to be $3.99, and the minimum price from 0 to whatever the price of the product is. So let's say our price of our product is $50. We make it $49.99. Okay, and we go save. Now we do this so that we can try and encourage people into our free shipping option. So if we add a shipping rate, free shipping, okay, and we put the cost is 0, and we add a condition based on price, okay, that the price is $50 with no limit. So that means now we've made a little simple tiered system that allows us to say standard shipping is $3.99 for orders under $50. $50 and above is free shipping. Okay, and that's a very standard approach that most e-commerce businesses run to try and get people to buy more on their website, as well as just trying to make as much profit as possible as a whole. Okay, so that's done. Taxes, obviously taxes is something per country, so it's a bit hard for me to comment. Me from Australia, we have our personal income tax, we have GST. Okay, we have all of those types of taxes in different countries. That is different. I can't comment on that. If you have any questions, I would recommend consulting an accountant from your country who is able to clarify any of your concerns. Notifications is just emails. So like when someone purchases, thank you for your purchase email. Shopify does that. Locations is, we're not really worried about that because we're drop shipping. We don't need that. Let's say we're a large established physical brand. We might have 5 locations. We can specify locations and stock levels, but we're not worried by that right now. Files is just various files that we upload onto our store. It stores it there. Sales channels is, you can add Facebook as a sales channel to upload your shop and so on. But we're not going to get into that today. You got manage accounts. Again, if you have additional accounts like staff, employees, you can add them in there. And, they'll have access to your store to help with various elements, okay? They might help with order fulfillment or customer service. Okay, so just as an example. Okay, we got store languages. This is something that Shopify have only recently started bringing in. You can add multiple store languages as well. Okay, so that means is that you can, if you're marketing to countries that speak a different native language, that you can change the language, and I recommend you do so. So if you're marketing to e-packet countries, which most people are, okay, so let's say it's Spain, we can add in Spanish, and it will also add that as an additional language, which is really helpful. Okay, and then we got legal. So remember how I said about our policies, refund, privacy, and terms of service? We want to use create from template. Shopify does it all for us, and we just go save. And now we have made these templates. Don't worry about the shipping policy. Okay, if we go back here and back to our navigation now, we can, sorry, not to our main menu. We can go to our footer menu, and we can go and we can add, and we'll see the policies. Okay, so privacy policy, refund policy, and terms of service. Okay, beautiful. So now we have all 3 of those policies. So if we go and actually have a look at our website now, okay, we're going to see we've got our about us, contact us, frequently asked questions. We haven't changed the theme yet, but that's fine. We'll get to that very shortly. We've got, and now we've got our quick links of our policies down there. And so we're now legally compliant, as well as we're looking like a real business, okay? We're looking like a real business. So that's all you pretty much need to know about the back end of Shopify. I'm going to teach you a bit more about the front end in the next step. I'll see you there in a moment. Lovely. So now we're up to step 2, and this is creating a logo. Now, a logo is a very important element to building your own business online. So we need to spend a bit of time, but there's a couple of quick and easy ways that we can do it to make a nice logo for ourselves without a huge amount of work.